That was several hundred pounds ago. Jeff did so well under Teresa's care that Deb just gave the paper to her so that he could be her permanent
Keep
companion.
puppy.
Now they live out in the States in a loving home. And that's what I call a happy ending.
Sorry. What are you up to, doggo? Alright. First of all, we're going to go and switch it to all messages. What are you up to? Hi, the Goofy Goober. This is our Goofy Goober right here. Yes, she is. Today, we are going to be focusing on cleaning a tarantula cage. We are doing, at least I'm doing pretty good. My wife is freezing because apparently they did not have adequate heating over at the fairgrounds.
Depends on who you ask.
I thought it was warm. What are you doing? Yeah, puppy. Alright. So let's go and get... You know your phone's on the ground, right?
I know, I was gonna have you pick it up, but don't break it more.
Break it more. Why is it broken in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know.
Oliver, ain't no way.
It took about like an hour.
You're not doing it. Get away from the door. Go on. Oliver, get away from the door. We're not playing that game. As soon as he sees me starting to walk around, he's just like, now's my chance. I can harass him until he lets me out. Thanks, dog. Thanks. I did some cleaning. Let's see here. Oof. Some cleaning. That deep fryer needs some help. Like some legit help. Still a little bit of clutter here and there, but I decluttered this for the most part. It's no longer stacked half the way high.
Hey, most of it was your fault.
Most of it doesn't matter. Butthead. We are going to be cleaning out our big tarantula's cage. Little bitch. She has a little bit of mold growth. And before I get her cage down and start scooping her up and putting her somewhere else, I'm not going to say that. Hey, Brentomania. Brent went and found his way over onto our Discord. So there is, in fact, a Discord. We're not joshing you when we put that up there. Right. I have got to wash this out and hope to God she'll willingly climb in there when we go to move her. See, that's what we have a problem with, is oftentimes the tarantulas, they have other ideas. They're not just going to go and do what we want them to. Because why would life be easy like that? It's the unknown that has us going almost an hour early when it comes to pet care tonight. There we go.
Did you hear that, hon? You're a governor.
I'd get paid better if I were a governor.
That's what Brett says.
Phone down. All right. Now.
Getting in there, I have to kind of open it up. You know, I'm basically looking for what's in there. So once you got some of the pus and debris out of the way, it's finding something in there that's causing it.
There we are. more.
You know, you have to get a little aggressive with these. You have to really make.
Now the house could probably use some more work. And over the next few days, we're going to start downsizing the overall amount of junk we got around here, prepping for the upcoming move that's going to happen no matter what here in the not too distant future. Hoping that YouTube, not you guys YouTube, but YouTube the company, gives me some sort of a break rather than stripping me of some of my subscribers. Well, we're moving to a house. We don't know what house yet because nobody's gotten back to us, but they need to go and remodel the flooring in this house because there are sections of the floor that you can literally see starting to bow a little bit. Not good. Usually it means that one of the support beams is fucked in a manner of speaking. Oh, fine. We're going to get rid of the Bluetooth and plug it in because I'm going to need it tomorrow. There we go. Paisley Slay. Why is somebody like a big fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Is that what we're going for? It's a little bit of a dated term. Back in my day, that's what you would be referring to when you said the word slay. So that's what I'm used to dealing with. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Brent. We definitely need as much help as we can get. We are so close, so very close to hitting at least 1,000 subscribers. Snakes that are snacks, actually. I did that yesterday, too. Motherfucker. All right. Every now and then, take these. These are the clips that go onto your cage and the lid. You bend them a little bit so that they don't have as much give. Michael Jackson. What? Gummy snakes, that's right. Both sweet and sour. They are one of my favorite not so good for you snacks. Now, we have one side of the sink ready to go. Bend it. Come on. So this is our big girl. And this is our little cage that we're putting the big girl into. Now this little cage should fit right the fuck. Keep in mind, she's not going to go in here for permanence. All right. Hey, Acid, how's it going? Thank you. Fun laugh dance memes joke. I do appreciate it. Curly, can I get you? Woo! Testy. Could you please move for me? You're okay. All right. God, she's so big. This actually isn't the first time we've had to do this with her. There we go. Now, let's flip it around. That is our big girl in a little cage. Wow. Now again, this is temporary. You want to make sure that you have a fine grip. I mean fine as in super gripping the cage so you don't accidentally drop it. We're going to find a nice secure location to put this while we are dealing with the rest of her cage. It can. That's why we tried doing it as carefully, as calmly as possible. She doesn't seem too stressed. As you can tell, she is not in a stress curl. She's just kind of chilling. How big she is. Oh my god. We need to find a nice, secure spot. I think over by this snake cage where her cage usually goes. What are you doing? There you go, girlie. I'd let you run the house, but we can't do that. There we go. And sometimes that's how easy it is to get them where they need to go. Not often, but sometimes. She just kind of went in there herself, and we got her moved over. Now, where is... always tell when I'm walking around looking for something. Just like, what? What?
Duchess, go.
I'll have my little T-Rex arms like this. I'm like, where did I put it?
See what she said.
What'd she say?
Be nice to my Bunny.
Hey! A guy with a funny beanie? Acid! Yeah, huh? Where's the dustpan? Alright. Now, we actually have some counter space. Let's go around.
Thank you.
The question is, where the fuck is the dustpan?
What?
I said the question is, where the fuck is the dustpan? Ah, there it is. Alright, now since we are actually going to be scrubbing this shit out with toothpaste, yes, toothpaste, because we still got to go and test to see whether that actually works, I've got a feeling that we are going to be coming across some sort of prey item up in this.
Soon enough, I'm gonna have to get a shop all four of my vitamins.
Alright. John, this isn't MTV. What the hell are you going off about? Hi, Dark Lotus. Now, usually speaking, when we come across that amount of
I know you're trying to get out of people's way. I get it.
mold, there is some sort of prey item. My hand's going to be itchy as a fuck, by the way, because what these tarantulas will do... Yeah, this is ridiculous. You see how dry this is?
This bag is garbage. Right? That's what that is.
And there's still a good quantity of fucking mold trying to grow up in this bitch.
Harper has a lot of quills in his face, in his mouth, up into his teeth, and the biggest concern is he has quite a few that are actually going right through his eyelid.
I could wear gloves, but I'm an idiot. So, you know.
So we're gonna go ahead
My profile picture is Michael Jackson. I heard another guy. Now my brother is home. But the person wearing that beanie was actually my wife. Hi, honey. You know, the multicolored beanie that you thought looked goofy.
It's comfy.
Yeah, I think now she just caught on to why we were responding the way we were. She's like, I'm sorry, I thought it was your brother. Oh,
Second person was the brother.
oh no.
A sedative may be fast acting, but this could be a big job.
The beautiful thing about doing all the workout that we've been doing recently is the fact that it makes cleaning these 10-gallon cages easy. Yeah, well, things are so fucking expensive these days that you can't really live any other way unless you're living with your parents, and then that's really bad.
They have a very pointy edge, there's a lot of scale,
Oh, today's
and it basically just kind of works that little right into
today's our rest day though, so we're not doing any exercises unless we've got to go and chase down a tarantula. And this time, I'm just going to go and set it at a wide view into whatever area the tarantula might get out, and let you guys watch from the background as we run this circus. But it hasn't gotten out, just so everybody's aware. Fuck. Got a little bit of dirt on the floor. It's kind of the whole reason why we took the bag the way we did. Another reason is to try and prevent as much of the mold spores from getting out. But what gets me is how dry the dirt on the bottom of this was. It's usually not that dry when it gets, mold. Very peculiar behavior on the mold's part.
So I'm looking for any hidden quills, any that start migrating around, especially with eyes. There's one that's quite deep and it's in a tricky spot, and it's a straight shot of the back of his eyeball.
Yeah, well, if you're anything like me, that's happened because you went homeless. It's the reason why I wound up living with my parents back in the day after getting my place. Sometimes it sucks the way that life goes full circle. You fight like tooth and nail to gain your independence, and then fucking life puts you right back in your parents' house. Let's just hope we don't have to go and live with one of our parents again, because boy, wouldn't that be a testament to how messed up the world is. All right. Now we're going to use this as kind of like, what is that? The dealy bopper that you put your paint on when you're an artiste. Your tray, if you would. I need to go and take this dirt out a little bit later. Now, Yeah, nobody wants to fix it. You know, it's not like all the people in charge have to deal with the same stuff we do.
Michelle can remove the quill dangerously close to his eye.
Right around the eye, there's facial nerve, there's the artery, and you can just cut it.
One of the greatest modern sins we have to deal with is the fact that we have to deal with the government fuck ups, and the government gets to skip all the bullshit that they implement. Gotta love it. Here we go. Yep. I lucked out. My job is starting to pay a little bit more than the average. Now, what we have here is some toothpaste. That is what we're going to be working with when it comes to trying to wash this. And we are, once and for all, going to see, ladies and gentlemen, if toothpaste will get rid of the watermarks. Because that is what I was told by random strangers on the internet. So, without further ado, we're going to do a little bit of finger painting. Just put a dollop on there. Maybe I should wet down the whole inside of the tank before I do this. Good heavens. Alright. Always make sure that if you're going to be using any kind of chemical compound in your animal cages, that you rinse it out thoroughly before putting the animal back inside. I was also told that toothpaste will clean headlights. So, whew, minty fresh. I can feel it actually hit my lungs. See. Then he gets Man of the Year. That's messed up. Well, they're all criminals at this point. By the way, I voted for that criminal president. But to be frank, none of these people should be getting any sort of trophies, because no matter what they do, they're just doing their fucking jobs. You want to give somebody a trophy, sell the damn trophy, and give the damn money to that fucking mother or father who's been working 2 jobs just to put food on their children's table. That parent that's been starving themselves to ensure that their babies get to eat. That's who deserves any trophy in this freaking country of ours. All these damned politicians patting themselves on the back for doing the job that they should have done in the first place. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, it ought to piss you off. It ought to make you madder than a hornet in a hurricane. I don't know why I'm deciding that I'm going to be cleaning the very bottom of the cage. It is going to be under dirt. I actually kind of hope that the toothpaste is good at killing any sort of excess fungus that might still be in here. I chose dead. Little B, she is probably doing pretty well. Oh yeah, she's just chilling in that little cage. She's doing what she would have done in the big cage, which is sleep. She spends the majority of her time sleeping. I would have her in here with us while we're doing this, but spiders don't tend to like spearmint or mint of any kind, which is another reason why we're going to be thoroughly rinsing out this cage when we're done, is because mint is used as a means to ward off many a type of insect and arachnid. Just FYI, if you're looking to plant something in your garden that'll help keep the bugs away, go with mint. Also makes my lungs tingle. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing. Something we get to learn today. As well as the fact that the consistency of this right here is disgusting beyond measure. Yes, I'm the new kid. No, if you have parents in the area or family in the area, I would try to rectify whatever situation you have with those people and move in with them. There also might be some help that you can get. I know in my neck of the woods there's actually a women's shelter for those that are fleeing their abusive significant others or some bad situations. I don't know if you have that in your area and if they would help out, but it's worth looking into. You know what the feeling that I'm getting in my lungs reminds me of? Using, what is that? Vicks Vapor Rub. It's the same feeling as that. It's surprisingly tingly. Yeah, no, that used to be my line of thinking, but you gotta keep your chin up. It's harder to do these days because as soon as you're knocked down, getting yourself back up it seems almost impossible, but you know what, guys? This might actually be taking some of that off of the side of the cage. If this works, it's going to be a breakthrough, but we got to make sure that we clean all of the minty goodness out because of the fact that it's going to fuck with the tarantula. You know what I should have called this live stream? Finger painting with Critter Keeper. I would have probably had so many more people. Like shit up, tits out. Oh my god. Alright. Ooh. All right. Oop. Don't know what did the cookie crack, but I hope it wasn't the glass. All right. I think we can start trying to. I don't want to give anybody false hope, but this is looking very promising. I'm sure any of that residue gets off the side. Ooh. Alright.
And I am literally picking up shirts and shit going through the house. So whichever shirt you use for your glasses, let me know.
It's the one that's in there, right, hanging on right there. Alright. I know I just freaking cleaned that, but I'm not sure if I got this spot right here. So we're gonna wash it one more time. Whew. Rinse it out a bunch of times. It's incredibly difficult to keep the water mess where it's not going to cause distress. Fuck, the finger is not keeping that tree on. With how much weight I'm losing, I'm going to have to get myself a new ring. Damn. You guys, I think this might actually have done it. It's like brand new glass up in here. Now trying to use freaking toothpaste for the inside of the snake cage. Oh boy. I think that's why they should have built-in drains on the larger cages. What? Why? That's why I'm rinsing it out profusely. Fuck. What time is it? Oof. Get in there. Yeah, no. Respect is earned and lost. People act like simply because they are older or they hold a title that somehow gives them the ability to be free from any sort of judgment. No. If you are a shit person and you think that you can be a shit person simply because you're a governor or a president or what have you, a police officer, you know, that's not the way that works. You may automatically get respect at first, but if you abuse that respect, you're going to lose that respect. If you don't do that. All right, so we have rinsed that thing out super thoroughly. There's not an ounce of sud left. Where? I had a roll of paper towels in here. That's so weird. Oh, there they are. Looks like there's still some water staining left on the glass, but I would say it's been cut in half. So is it a complete success? No, not by any measure. But it did the job well enough. I'm just hoping that there's no residue, or at least not enough residue to affect the tarantula. Yeah. Now that it's drying off, I'm seeing a lot of water staining still left. All right. Okay. Yeah, there's still a lot of water staining. Definitely would not call it a success. It's definitely clean. Gonna be cavity free up in this cage. Let's go move you guys this way. Alright.
Like I'm ready to sit my ass down and do nothing.
I'm not sure.
And then it's basically keeping it stable. Can I get a rest break, please?
Holy cow, what did I miss? Life sucks and then you die. York peppermint patties get the sensation.
Oh, you're way behind with that.
Wear a shirt. I respect women. Oops. I respect anyone that has earned it. That's a good. Right. Durs in his hot sauce.
So you guys get ready to go and get our stuff outside, just make sure everybody gets out if we have to. Guys, get in there and get some wrong. When Dr. Oakley got him down, she said, "Go team, go." We kind of all went in about missions of, all right, back feet, front feet.
Thanks for the chop chop. Only chop if it has fur on it.
Those trims are super important. It's not just, oh, we can trim his nails. If we don't do it, some aspect of this is going to get him and kill him. You end up with issues with arthritis. You end up with hooves that crack and get infected. So you really have to stay on top of this. Oh, good, we're getting a reading. And it's a good reading. It's one I like. So his oxygen's just under 90 and his heart rate's 64, which is nice. And it's raining harder. That's my weather forecast.
Care about others more than myself. Rosie, I wish I had more of the backbone like you. That's very noble, Brent, but leave some room for yourself, too. At the end of the day, ever had one yet, but I would treat her like the queen she is, and every day tank as dry as you can, critter. Don't want to have to go back and do this again next weekend. It's gonna get wet because we got to go and miss the dirt pretty much every single night. Sucks, doesn't it? But it's worth it because I love these animals. Terribly stupid and gross guys that are abusive and get married, and then they're nice ones that are just kind of shy. One day, women say they want a nice guy. I've asked some of them out, and they, well, you don't want a nice guy here.
Oh, hun,
What?
costume.
Muskox are super rough.
Alright.
Even if they're half sedate, they get
I used to be in special ed. Jesus. All right. Costco? You said Costco?
Costume.
Oh. Yeah? You want me to put it on the puppy dog?
You told Ashley you would.
Alright. Well, we can't put it on Oliver.
What?
Really?
We're trying.
You want to try to put that on Oliver?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
I want you to.
Is it?
No, you want me
It
to.
is.
You want me to.
This is not going on Oliver.
Honey,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. You are.
I think that is fair. He did clip Duchess's.
We
Oh,
did.
Yeah. Jessica ran interference. Alright, here we go.
So does Disney not own the Venom franchise?
I don't think so. I think Sony still has their paws on that. Why?
I'm wanting to watch. I've only ever seen the first one. I've been wanting to watch the other one.
Well, is it on Disney? Well, yeah, that's why you asked. What?
Can you help? Wait, never mind.
What do you want help with?
Yeah, I freaking agree, man. Fuck that shit.
Oh my god. Honey, it looks like you're gonna have to get up.
Wolfie, you want to wear a costume?
Oh
Hell
god.
no.
Mike is like, that's my dog, and I say no.
Can you reach it?
Alright. Oliver, no.
Thank you.
What?
Alright. We gotta bust this out. Wait, don't I have my pocket knife on me? Haha! I very much do. Now it's a knife.
Oh god. Okay, it could be illegal or something.
What are you eating?
Victor Tots. Darker machines.
What's the stuff going into the cage? This is Reptibrick. Well, the first bit was Reptibrick. The second bit is going to be a different brand because we couldn't get our mitts on Reptibrick in time. And of course, they packed it in there like a bunch of freaks. Ah. Give me my dirt! Honey. Where you going?
What do you think?
Oh, God.
Sort of fit.
Good luck.
Show him.
I will. Kind of got my hands full here, honey. All right. No. That looks like something I've story. Oh, Oliver. It's okay. Your dignity got lost with your nuts, buddy. Oliver, you want to turn around? Oh, buddy. Oh no. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There you go.
This guy's in his kayak. He just reeled in a pretty decent sized fish out in the ocean. He's trying to unhook it, and it has a double hook. And the first one came out, but the other one's still in there. All of a sudden, the fish licked its tail out of it, and it got out of his hands.
Yeah.
And the second hook, the one that's out, like got him right in the wrist.
Oh.
And the fish just
Ah! No.
happened.
What the fuck are you watching?
Yeah, I know. That's why I had that reaction.
It is small on him.
Like I said, better be next door.
He needs something bigger. All right, we gotta go and put.
You gonna be doing what, little guy's cage?
No, we gotta finish doing the tarantula cage.
Okay.
Hopefully, little guy's cage doesn't need it for a minute.
You are wrong. Iron,
What?
you're wrong. It's just a little bit now, but what is that?
Son of a bitch. That is gonna be a spot clean next weekend. Fuck. Steve, knock it off. My puppy doing adult rated stuff.
Did you put it on Duchess?
I did not. You want me to put it on Duchess, by the way? They're saying pull up your pants, honey. Uh-oh. Duchess, come here. Did you just block him permanently?
No, I did not.
Duchess, come here. Duchess, come here. Come on.
Yeah, Duchess, stay in there.
Duchess is scared.
Yeah, you think?
Oh.
Run, Duchess, run!
Come here, Duchess.
Run, Duchess!
Oh, this is gonna look so sweet on her.
Oh, Duchess. Now look at you. You feel goofy?
Oh my goodness, Duchess, you're so cute.
You like, take it off.
You're so cute.
You did just put that on the Annihilator, so if you find it all chewed up later on, you know why.
Did you seriously do that to Rosie?
I pushed her out.
How long did you have her banned for?
5 minutes.
Oh, you are in so much trouble. Rosie is one of the nicest people in the group. Motherfucker!
That's called karma.
Okay, I'm gonna take this off of her. We'll try this again some other time, but right now she's destroying the house with it. And she doesn't need help with that.
Hey, I'm coming through.
God damn it!
Yeah, if you watch out.
Oh, you're not gonna get out, huh? You're not gonna get out! Ah! Honey, you are in so much trouble. Is she at least on the Discord?
I'm going on there now.
Oh my god, no! Get back here! We're not going for a walk. That was not a harness. No walk. No walk yet. Maybe if I get done with the live, I'll take them for a quick walk around the block. Oh my god. We are cleaning out a tarantula cage. We're not going for a walk, child. That's what I get for putting a costume on. Honey, you told me to put the costume on the dog, and now she thinks we're going for a walk. Duchess, go potty. We're not going for a walk. This is what I get. This is what I get for putting her in a freaking costume. Duchess, get down. That's it. Come on, you're done. You're done. You didn't need to go potty anyway. You just wanted to go for a walk. Get in there. You butthead. No. Oliver, no.
I was nice. I didn't get him the one with the antler.
No. You are not going outside. You were just taken out. No. 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 I'm not taking you out. All right.
Hey now, personal space. Personal space.
She's like, what was that? Let me get closer. I couldn't hear you.
Personal space. Yep. Yep.
Now,
I double checked. It was only 5 minutes.
goofy wife. While we're waiting for the next brick, let's go and deal with feeding some tarantulas. We got this little cage right here. We're not going to be doing the typical roaches today. Although I will say the crates that we got are looking rather stupid small.
Okay, she's good. She replied on the Discord. It's okay, my band chair was popped. It was bound at half.
You. So I put a cricket in there. We're just gonna have to see if he gets his hands on it. He's kind of got the entrance to his den a little bit webbed off. This is our Harpic Dirifulcrex. His species typically can be found in the wilds of Africa. Look at that boy. They are considered to be heavy webbers. Of course, since they're from Africa, they are old world tarantulas. He still has water in his cage, which means we are going to hold off giving him more because they are an arid species animal. You don't want to overdo it. Next up we have...
Fun.
What?
While you're in there, can you feed the dog?
No. Where'd the bowl go? Okay, we'll just use a cup then.
Why are you?
I just said
What?
Why am I using a cup? Because I couldn't find the bowl. I literally just said that.
I didn't hear you. What?
Move! Oh my god. Wolf? We don't need your help over here, puppy.
Right forward there.
Don't worry. I don't know.
Well, it's just your right hand.
Oh, I see it.
What is it?
None of your business.
We'll see if it line up.
We can add Ezekiel Sanchez. Who was Ezekiel
What did you
Sanchez?
say?
Huh.
What?
And you can see if you look back,
Message deleted. Ooh, wow, bro. Oh, let's see here. Did somebody like ban him permanently already?
Oh, shit. It says she did it for 24 hours.
Report. It's okay. I also reported his account so he can get that shit taken down.
What did he just say?
He said your house is dirty. Clean it. You're a whore.
What a douche.
Ooh, look at that.
This direct door is super strong. I mean, one kind of flick of the door's head and someone keeps this place wide open.
Good night, Purplet. All right. Now, we might actually just go and have to break into the roach cage. We'll see. I don't know what's going on with the local supply for crickets, but these crickets are abysmal. They're so small. It's kind of depressing, really.
These tusks are incredibly sharp, and one kind of flick of the door's head
All right, come on.
is like wide open. And even as I'm placing the wire, you know, I
Is that in your way? Take it and throw it over here.
just lose it, you can take my fingers and I really don't want to get so
Dude, seriously?
I know that's what
Okay, where are the scissors?
Yeah, stay right there. The rest of the night.
I thought we just found those scissors over here. I can't believe they're missing again. Honey, do you know where the black scissors went off to? They were right in here.
You got toenail clippers over here.
I'm not going to use toenail clippers on roaches.
When was the last time you used scissors?
Just like last week. They should be right over in here somewhere.
Well, a while ago, and I mean a while ago, I saw them underneath the table.
Yeah.
A pair of scissors.
They're not under here now. Wolf, get in your kennel if you're going to be over here. I do not need you just standing around in the way. That is far from what I need from you. Ridiculous. How's it going? It has. I'm trying to remember how to say your name. You told me it was a very, it's a very straightforward name, and I shouldn't have a
Casey.
something like that. Okay.
dogs are actually allowed to have pets, but it's not good for the animal in a lot of these situations. You end up with a lot of issues when an animal is going crazy in its surroundings that it shouldn't be in. A lot of misinterpretation has more to do with their instincts they're following. So how many animals are here? Basically, there's 17 wolf dogs on site right now, and we've got our older wolf dog here. Okay.
All right, Oliver, you're gonna need to move. Thank you, buddy. Denise. We were kind of not close. I knew it was something that was like it was a not so difficult name that we were having difficulties with. All right. Come on. Have a good night, Brent. Oh, we're doing all right. Are you gonna actually eat your food? The food that's freaking out in your cage? The food that I had to half kill for you? It's pretty much decapitated. Well, this was thrilling. Just gonna. What's Oliver got? What's going on with Oliver? My wife did a bazaar today, and she did pretty all right. Not exactly the best bazaar she's ever had, but still pretty damn good.
There was some people who didn't sell anything.
Are you serious? That place was popping. They had so many people there. That's ridiculous.
And one person only made like $20.
So you guys did better than most, I'd say.
The really loud one that you met at the bazaars.
Yeah.
She barely made $100 yesterday.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and she usually does pretty good. Her booth is usually constant.
All right, here we go. Now we're not gonna go and mist these cages.
We'd love to give him some medication for arthritis, something long-term, help him with pain, slow down the arthritis as well. But
Yeah, that will be.
to do that, we really need to check in on the organs that are being constantly processing the medication every day, kidneys and liver. So to do that, we need a blood sample.
Because they're already looking pretty moist. What we're doing is we're pre-killing these, well, kind of pre-killing these roaches before we put them in with the tarantulas. That way we don't have to worry about the roaches digging into the dirt and causing mischief. They basically get decapitated, but they live a while longer after that. Oh yeah, I gotta go wash my oily.
We can get the blood,
Alright, have a good night.
So, hun,
What?
because it doesn't fit him, are we not gonna enter him?
Well, we can't enter him. We can enter Wolf. It would fit Wolf. You want to try to enter her?
You would do it. I'd be hiding behind the.
Oh fuck no! I would not do that on my own. You are gonna be there with me.
I'm not. I don't trust her not to destroy stuff.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
Your dog.
Your idea.
You're the one who fell in love with her at first breath, I swear. First mew.
All right.
So a little bit later, I will be talking with people. Well, you know, have you already asked her about
I told her what kind of stuff. I asked her like what's her hair color, what kind of stuff does she like, and that's what she told me: rainbow and oxys. Yeah.
So we're gonna give the tarantula just to make some people happy. Let's see here. How do I want to do this?
So for the kids or kids, just need to know some information. If you need to, like, hold me later, I don't know if you know it off the top of your head, but I heard that Ben was into, obviously, the card game. The question is, and I heard that he was some about the Master Deck. Commander Deck. Okay. What I need to know is first off, he has one particular commander that he uses. It'd be cool if I can get that information. Okay.
All right.
Oh, fine. Can you ask if Ari needs a helmet?
And getting the question right now for
Sorry, for
Ari,
later.
whether I heard that she wants a skateboard.
We're gonna get her wing.
Okay, does she have a helmet?
No, that's too small.
No, it. Gotcha. Is
Move.
what
Move.
Are you just singing like a regular?
I might not have the ability to do what I want to.
What do you think would be best for her?
Damn. I threw out a plastic lid that would have been perfect for that.
And does she actually?
Not much, Spanky, not much.
Or is she just mainly going down the road? Like, well, how does she use it?
So I'm gonna be ready with a top-up drug and with a towel with a receptor line.
Okay.
I'm gonna be really quiet and fine. I don't want him to be startled and try and get.
Okay, I'm just trying to get when possibly that individual wheel because different wheels for different trains that they got. So yeah.
No, this is a no. This is a combination of
Duchess.
coconut fiber and
what commander
peat moss.
or what commander he most often uses. So based off of that, I have a bunch of friends who also play Magic the Gathering.
Duchess!
Who I can actually be like, yo, let me know which cards work best for this specific commander.
Duchess, stop.
I think I'm good on getting certain cards. I think I'm still trying to get him to tell me what he got in the last bundle of cards that I got him. I'm sure you know how Finn is with getting him to talk. Right? Like, are you alive? Should I send Morse code? Like, he does want to go in the military, so he's gonna need to learn it, right? Yeah, I tried asking him what, MOS he's going into, and I know that that's one of, you have to get in there and take a test, and, with a test, you gotta learn what you go into, but, again, trying to get him to actually answer is ridiculous, but, yeah, so
All right. Oh, we gave out some bands today.
yeah, but,
I'm so blessed with that.
He understands that, first of all, that takes a great deal of dedication. I'm not saying he doesn't have it in him, but usually when people are heading down that path, they start really getting involved with the process before they leave high school. So, I mean, have you and him talked to a recruiter at all, or anything like that?
Oof. Oof. Oh my God. Oliver,
She wants out,
I already tried.
Mm-hmm.
I already tried with her. Oh, the tarantula.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I thought you were talking about the freaking puppy dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're already fun.
Come on.
And how is your little community going? I know that there for a little bit during the
Come on.
storm, you guys got hit pretty hard.
You goober. Let go of that paw. Here we are.
Okay, that's cool.
Now,
Well, I just wanted to call you and just give you, the information as to what we're thinking about, getting the little ones. So sure Finn would freaking hate me if I
whew. Yeah, the closest thing we have to worry about when it comes to that is simply the tarantulas, and that's just the humidity. Thank God.
Enough room for more cards. And I want to know whether or not
Oh my God.
cards are scattered all over his room because okay, in that case, I'm not saying it's good that the rest of this shit is just everywhere, but if I'm gonna be spending any kind of money or trying to get him more cards in any way, I want to make sure that he's actually taking the effort to keep them organized or at least keep them from getting taken.
Wow. She is not exactly happy with what we've done with her cage. Hopefully it doesn't smell too minty in there.
Continues on on the tablet for Ari.
All right.
Okay.
making it impossible for him to breathe.
Okay. Well, keep me updated on that. Say hi to kids. What? How about Rena? Like, what? It's kind of hard for me to know what she's up to. Because, well,
I got it.
she's like an insane little child.
Eat it. Child. She went for it. I don't want to try feeding her those emaciated crickets because
Okay.
that just wouldn't go well.
Like, at the age yet, you think where getting her cards would be good, or just continuing with stuffings?
Well, we'll see. Maybe by the end of the night she'll pick it up.
Okay. Definitely not glitter though. I remember what Ari did to me.
Yeah. You wore most of it, didn't you?
I can't promise I won't get her.
Alright, well anyway, I'm gonna let you go. My phone's about to die. Alright.
All right, Durs. Have a good night. Look at her. She is gorgeous.
Ari has a helmet. Regular skateboard. But yeah, I like the idea of putting some kind of a personalized design on the bottom.
Now, when it comes to taking care of tropical terrestrial tarantulas, which is what this little one is, you want to make sure that you keep the humidity up in the cage. Yes, that is going to pose a problem in the future, especially if you're in an area that tends to have a lot of mold, spores, and whatnot. You're going to be changing the cage quite a bit. What got me is when we were cleaning the Lasiodora parabana cage, the mold that was in there was growing on almost dry dirt. Like, we had maybe a thin layer of wet where the tarantula was, and the further we got down, the drier it seemed to be. First of all, that's not really optimal for the tarantula. Second of all, the fact that the mold was growing is kind of making me a little bit upset. That's not the way mold's supposed to work. The whole idea of not watering every single day for some of these critters is that you're not feeding mold growth in the cages. Kind of hard to fight the mold if it's growing in bare minimum humidity. So we're just gonna have to make sure we clean out these cages, spot clean the best we can, and make sure that no mold stays. Some people swear that the mold does not hurt the tarantulas. However, the professionals that I talk to have told me that mold will block up the tarantula's book lungs and inevitably stop them from breathing. It's like having a mold infection. And Spanky disappears back in the dark. Have a good night, Spanky. We're just going to leave that roach in there.
So just get a bunch of packs. Or like look at them.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm trying to understand what it sounds like. Ben is, I'm not saying smart, he's just kind of like figuring out the different commanders that you can use and what he likes to play. So that can and there are different packs that you can buy.
Now,
So, I mean, any pack I'm sure you would be delighted just to open. It's like freaking East Street, I don't know what's there.
Maybe the gaming store would be a good place to check out for those.
Pantheon?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Well, looks like the cricket did not make it, but she did not eat it, so we're not going to try to feed her again. This is our Asian forest scorpion. She is, well, since I said Asian, you can pretty much guess whether she is New World or Old World. Old World basically describes an animal that comes from Asia, Africa, Europe. New World means the Americas. This little critter has relatively mild venom. It's comparable to a bee sting. Unless you have some sort of reaction or get an infection from the sting itself, you're not likely going to have a hard time. Now, I need to go and get some water.
You guys are going in 1 week from today. So will there be enough time with all the Christmas rush for everybody else shipping?
I'm sure that given how shipping is nowadays, and the fact that Amazon is so quick that other companies are trying to increase.
Oh, I'm having issues with a couple items. But yeah. Yeah, like I said, we got Ari unicorn back set with like markers and stickers and stuff. And I was thinking other than that, maybe some stuffed animals.
You said Ari?
Not Ari, Raina, sorry.
Okay.
Raina.
I figured, but I wanted it.
Yeah,
Sure.
sorry, my brain's not good. And then Angel sent me a couple things that Ari had on her Amazon wish list.
Mm-hmm.
One was one of those shark blankets that you can wear.
Mm-hmm.
So we got her that too. Iron's jealous.
What?
The shark blanket we got Ari.
Yeah. Wait, we got it for her?
Yes.
Okay.
We talked about it and I ordered it on Wednesday.
I'm so jealous. I wanted that back when I was like freaking
Oh, honey, you want that now.
21, 20 years old. I remember having that conversation with a certain someone else. You know that's for children. I was like, I don't fucking
That's
care.
when you say, you know what, that's you.
Technically speaking, owning all these animals is feeding my inner child because younger me wanted to have a zoo. Well, older me finally managed it. So, when it comes to care, these little critters are probably the easiest animal that you're going to find. The Asian forest scorpions are capable of thriving in temperatures of about 70 degrees. They are insectivores, so you feed them crickets, mealworms, roaches. Not only are they insectivores, but they are actually insectivores that have slower metabolisms. So, what you're looking at is an animal that is easier on your wallet, too. Now, here we go. This right here is biofluorescence. Eminem just sent me a message, said, hey. Did he send that on the group, or was it direct? That'd be weird. Eminem says, hey, can I make your Discord server better? Hold on. I'm gonna pop off. Biofluorescence. By the way, I don't know if it's the actual Eminem. It could just be someone posing as Eminem, and that's probably likely what's going on. But he does frequent the Discord. Honey, can you post that?
In a minute.
In any case, this is biofluorescence. It is a reaction that a chemical on the exoskeleton of scorpions has when it comes into contact with UV light. it soaks up the UV light and converts it into a light frequency or light spectrum that we can more easily see. So if you've got yourself a bunch of scorpions where you're at and you want to see where they are, what kind of scorpions they are, first of all, and I do this spiel all the time now, be mindful of the types of scorpions that you have, because there are a lot of scorpion species out there that can outright make more channels and categories. For what? Why would we want to? Why would we want to have more channels and categories? That's we already have so few discussions on the Discord as it is, that inviting other discussions for various things is going to wind up whittling down the initial conversations that we're having. I'll talk with him after this. I'm pretty sure he's listening, actually. I do really freaking hope that it is actually Eminem, because that would be the coolest thing ever.
Seriously doubt that.
Yeah. Eminem's caliber is fucking just dicking around on here.
Count. I don't know what that's, but he would probably have just some random ass name if he was Eminem.
Yeah, but here's the kicker. This individual that is portraying themselves as Eminem is not trying to benefit off of calling themselves Eminem, like most people do when they go and they try to take a moniker that belongs to some superstar and they're trying to go and convince people to give them money. It's weird the way that this individual is portraying it. I'm just like, it can't really be Eminem, but at the same time, why would somebody take up the Eminem moniker, the Eminem emblem, and not utilize it?
Do they have to utilize it?
They don't have to.
Well, I'm just saying, like, maybe they've just had that name for so long that they've gotten over that initial wanting to get people to believe that they're Eminem.
All right, we
But
do
it would
need.
be cool if it was.
No, it'd be super fucking cool if that was actually Eminem. Like, he's like, you know what? I'm all blessed this guy's feed with my presence. He's currently sending me Discord ideas. He wants me to go and set up like other channels on the Discord for various things. I mean, I could set one up particularly for poetry, and set one up particularly for pet videos and stuff like that. But I'm worried that it'll take away from the conversations that people are going to have on the main discussion board that we have set up.
Maybe.
Also,
But I always feel like, your main people are always going to come back to this one,
yeah. All right, so we have she's not going to eat. We fed those tarantulas like 4 days ago. She is freaking pre-molt, but you know what? Honey, should I try giving that one tarantula, or should we just wait? She's so fat, but every time, I'm going to set this up again like I did last time so they can see what she does.
Can you tell me what the packaging is for the costume?
No.
Because we could send it back.
I don't know where the packaging is, honey.
So, giving tarantulas ability to is that how they communicate?
They communicate primarily through chemical responses and through, yes, tapping. During mating procedures, males will tap on the ground to garner the attention of females.
It would be really cool because nowadays we have the ability to kind of like analyze all that, especially artificial intelligence, right? And
All right, that's the best we're going to get.
I wonder if it would be interesting just to like be able to tap the ground and see how they would react,
Right.
in different circumstances. See if maybe you can actually talk to them.
If that would be a primary way of communication, that would be pretty lit. call it tarantula Morse code. She's not going after it. Maybe
You
she's.
can always try using the chemical aspect. That's a little bit more difficult.
The problem with the chemical aspect is you're going to be. Oh, please tell me that's not mold. For fuck's sake. Alright, well, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Is it now? Is that the avicularia pink toe, or is that the giant pink toe, like the one that we just showcased? One's going to be arboreal, the other is going to be terrestrial. I think you came on before. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Is it in there?
There's a little bit on the far corner, but she is so close to molting that she's no longer reactive when I hit the.
Oh, then no, don't feed her.
Yeah. So we're hoping that she's going to molt this next week, and then we're probably going to wait 3 or 4 days, do a partial cage clean out to remove any dirt that has mold spores in it, and try to stay as far from her as we can. We are going to have to go and get another tote to turn into a cage, because she's going to need like 40 gallons.
The issue is I don't know if we'll have time to really go do that until after
Well, we're going to have to find time.
Christmas.
Because she is going to be a big gal after this molt. Ooh. Ooh.
Still on it.
A little bit off and on. It's getting better.
What?
Oh, my itchy toes. All right.
Yeah, I don't mess around with that shit anymore, man.
I don't know. I just got here. Snack time. See, snack. I got new one. It's a pink toe. No, not mold. I don't know. I just got here. He is the one that is always on the walls. Probably an avicularia. Make sure you give him a lot of greenery to climb on. You can, technically, if you get him a big enough cage or get a small enough plant, you can put something green in there that's alive for him to climb on and to work with. It starts with a G. Well, that's definitely not a Theraphosa apophysis, because that starts with a T. In any case, we need to get this back up on here. We have taken care of Little Bee, Charlotte. We have taken care of Waffles, Blue, and Gem. And now we got to go and take care of the roaches.
What about the scorpion?
Oh, I just took care of her.
Any bottle blues?
Oh, they do need to get water today, don't they? We'll do that after. What?
Check on the balfour.
They're both in the den. All right, so these are a species of roach that not a lot, that some people buy. I can't say a lot because they're kind of new into the market. Look at this. They are hiding.
I appreciate that.
I like it.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah, you.
My wife's just like, each dog needs to give you a gift. The cat needs to give you a gift. And I'm just like, why can't I just need one gift.
How does that work? You like kick the dog and just kind of like toss the dog at your phone? Do whatever it hits you.
Oh my god.
That just likes to pop my phone.
Oliver, there ain't no way. Didn't I take him out last time?
I don't know. I know I did right.
I almost had a fucking panic attack.
Why?
Because I didn't realize that we could see the neighbor's Christmas lights from here. And I looked up and there was fucking flashing. And I was like, oh God, the cops are in the blueberry patch? What the fuck?
There was somebody who, like, the steak was one of the things that, it really sounds so bad. It was like 2 people, and one of them had nothing to do with anything I heard anymore.
Yeah, the jail roster is no longer showing inmates' faces. So if you want to look somebody up, you got to use Facebook and hope you find the guy. Here we go. A little bit of sprinkles on top. I'm not seeing any males. There we go. Ow. Take this. Put that up there. Those were the females and the juveniles. The males are over in another tote. These totes have been crafted into locking lid cages using a soldering iron to put ventilation in. It's time consuming, but ultimately it works wonders. I mean, think about having a cage that you don't have to worry about anything escaping because it was initially airtight. It is missing some of the locking, latching mechanisms, but it works. Now these are all males, and we know they're all males because they all have the white dots on the end of their abdomen. That is how you differentiate male orange head roaches from females. We raise these to feed to any hungry tarantulas who will eat them. Primarily, we toss them in with the centipede. We're going to do that again. And then we're going to remember this time to put the camera in the centipede cage. Or on the centipede cage. Technically, if I could find a spot to put it where I was looking into the centipede cage from the outside and be able to panorama to the other cages, that would be optimal. Now, the Vietnamese centipede is just like the Asian forest scorpion in the sense that it can handle temperatures as far down as 70 degrees. Makes them a very hardy animal. A lot of tarantula species cannot handle that temperature fluctuation between 70 and 80 degrees. So if you're looking for a very venomous but also very hardy animal to own, Vietnamese centipedes where it's at. If you're looking to buy one, check out pnwarachnids.com. They are the individuals that supplied me with mine. Now, before we put everybody away, let's go and check on our dubia roaches. And our one, what I'm thinking is albino male. Now, I think he's albino, not due to the fact that all of him is white, but due to the fact that the areas around his face have remained white. There he is. Can we get a better look at you, sir? Look at that. That has got to be a rarity. They got a little bit of food left in here. Not too much, though. So we are going to give it a little sprinkle.
I don't see it anymore here, so either it was changed because so it's like for
He could have gotten out. Did that levee pass that they were looking?
I don't believe so.
I freaking told them that they can't expect the people to pick that up anymore. People are struggling. Hey, Nicole, how's it going?
I'm just curious whether or not the majority of people are actually really struggling. Because I'm still seeing like ridiculous amount of people who will just drive like a block just to do what they're gonna do and then drive home.
Well, I think they just don't fucking put two and two together.
Well,
A lot of people out there don't realize just how much basic functions like that cost them in the long run.
well, that's just it. It's like that just tells me that they're really not struggling. Because if they were struggling, man, a lot more people would be walking.
You keep saying snack time, but it is in fact not snack time. I am so confused by this mentality that you have, sir. Are you looking to snack on some roaches? If so, do you live out?
Idea kind of bleeds into
Do you live in the Pacific Northwest? Because we can strike up a deal. You can buy out all of the males that we have, and you can snack on those if you prefer.
We are learning how Russia would fight a war like that. We are learning it without having to put our own troops on the ground. Not only that, we're also seeing allies of Russia, places where Russia has put their military and, stabilize that region. Their allies are starting to fall because Russia doesn't have the resources to hold their positions there anymore.
Shoot, I was gonna feed the.
And we're just like, should we really stop?
You want a snake?
Or should we?
Oh, you want
money
snakes?
into them, like 300 billion
You gotta
dollars.
specify that, friend. Come on now.
Any war that the U.S. might have with the adversary.
This is a snake. Girl is definitely hungry. Child, I know that the cell phone is running a little warm, but it is not, I repeat, not on the menu. This right here is our Firefly Morph Ball Python. She is one that we got approximately 2.5 years ago. She is a female.
Okay.
Look at that patterning. She is yellow,
King snake.
Albino?
probably California king snake.
Okay.
Look at those eyes.
That's cool.
But yeah, no,
Uh,
we can't take it.
it'd been even cooler if you had that king snake that you grabbed when you were down there scaling.
God, I almost smuggled it out of that situation.
Yeah,
Almost.
I thought you were about to just like grab it and walk away. Like
I wanted to take that king snake so bad. It was probably the most tempting situation I've ever been in. Our dad had a heart attack down in California, and there was a family that took us in, and they lived out on a ranch. And one of the things that we did out on the ranch is poke around for the creepy crawly critters to pass the time. And at one point, we stumbled upon a California, I believe another word for it is banded, but a California king snake. And it was just the most beautiful, standard-looking California king snake that I'd ever seen. And I walked up to this guy, and I was like, man, can I please take this snake? And he goes, no, we need it for our farm, which in all fairness, for their ranch, which in all fairness is an adequate response to that because of the fact that they had rattlesnakes and they had rats that were wreaking havoc on the farm. And the king snake eats rodents and other reptiles. But it was just the most beautiful snake I'd ever seen. No offense, child, but I have a preference when it comes to wilder species for king snakes. I went to a ranch, primarily raised goats. It was an LDS family. When we were living in California, my dad was very much LDS. He tried his best to incorporate the Presbyterian faith into our lives, but it just wasn't the same. And to be honest, when we got back, the Presbyterian church wasn't the same either because, as it turns out, you have X amount of time as a minister in a Presbyterian church. So when we got back, our pastor pretty much got replaced. And it was like, well, I don't want to partake in the festivities around here if I don't have the same pastor. It's not the church that makes the sermon better. It's the person that is giving the sermon. And when you replace the person with somebody who is totally different, just forget about it. But yes, I went to A Ranch Acid. Silent. This is not a conversation I want to be a part of. Yeah, by the way, I didn't have a recollection of what happened to me in the Mormon church until after we moved back to Oregon. I was already in my 20s when all the repressed memories came flooding back. That was not a fun night. You have a punk-tipped python. Honey, do you think you can share the Discord? Now,
Sorry, I was Christmas shopping.
Ogbraps, I need you to join the Discord and share pictures of the python, because now I'm curious as to what a punk-tipped python.
Shared.
All right, here we go. There we go. Pink-tipped. I've never heard of a pink-tipped python. I've heard of a white-lipped python. There was actually a couple that were being sold here in Oregon. They were technically, from what I understand, wild caught, which is a no-no. Punk-tipped python. Oh, geez. All right, so we've spritzed this one. Oh, that one's cage still looks pretty moist. We got to bust the male roaches out again, and we got to put one in with the centipede. The centipede is not going to outright eat it because it usually waits until there's far less movement in the house. Centipedes, just like tarantulas, are very in tune, and this is going to sound hipsterish. Oh, hipsterish. Baby girl, what are you doing? I'll wait to see if she climbs out, and then we might hold a snake. This is going to sound very, very hipsterish, but centipedes, just like tarantulas and scorpions, are very in tune with the vibrations, man. The vibrations of the earth. What are you doing?
On this side.
Are you stalking me?
This side?
Are you stalking me, ma'am? You want to come here? Come on.
I said no. Do not touch that, remember? No.
You're okay. You're a good girl. We have Mochi, who's barely got his nose out, and we have Little Guy. Little Guy is a standard ball python. Mochi is a leucistic ball python. We have tarantulas, centipedes, scorpions. Let's see here. Oh my god. Oh god, a lipstick. Yeah, I thought you were going somewhere else. Let's see here. This is our Theraphosa apophysis. She is very much pre-molt. Look at that badonkadonk. She's got herself a mat down, but I don't think it's quite web mat worthy. And we have our Lasiodora parabana, or salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. Look at her. She is massive. Now, the glass is looking better than it was, but by no means am I going to say that using toothpaste... By the way, I rinsed it out thoroughly, but using toothpaste is something that's going to get rid of all of your water stains. If you like animals, be sure to subscribe. She's already got webbing out. Be sure to subscribe.
Not happy.
Well, yeah, well. Mo has got just the tip of his nose sticking out right there. That's the Mochers. Then there's this little butthead. I dropped a roach in her cage. I don't know if she's going to eat it, though. Then we have the male green bottle blue right up in there. I dropped some crickets in his cage. Hopefully he ate them. Man, this house is already fairly freaking clean. If you got a problem with the way this house looks, you don't have to show up on the live. I'm just saying. I pulled out some serious hours to get it looking the way that it is now.
I think that they are trying to egg you on.
Well, I'm getting tired of the people here that come on to troll. This is not that kind of group. As a matter of fact, you'll wind up banned if you keep it up. Test me, buddy. Put her on my face to show eyeballs.
I never really even understood that whole trolling aspect. Like, I bet those same people.
We tried baking soda. It didn't work very well.
Like out in public saying, "Oh, we shouldn't pick on each other."
Thank you, Kayla.
You know, and
I work primarily. I did work to go and clean up this area right here. It was mostly my trench coat. But I also tackled the kitchen. I'm trying to tidy this place up to the point where if we have surprise guests like they used to back in the day, that's a big if, we wouldn't mind having people walk into the house. That's ultimately the goal that everybody should have, is to keep it just tidy enough that you're not embarrassed.
I'm gonna say these words. Those snakes, candy snakes. I'm not saying
In any
they're
case.
game, but if they disappear,
This is the little guy. He's a standard ball python.
I will try to find one tomorrow.
And now, we need to go and bring these guys out right here, because we're going to go and put some, at least one, in with the Vietnamese centipede.
If I feel like one of these for me, I'll probably just eat them all in one day. That would not be very good.
So a bunch of small pieces for Christmas. Should I tell you?
But yeah, putting a tarantula on your face is probably not the best move. More so because the tarantula could potentially bite you, and then your first reaction is to throw the tarantula off of your face. But if you were to get bit, there's potential for some serious swelling. It's not generally going to be life or death. However, I suppose depending on what part of your face is swelling up, you could potentially have some breathing issues. So yes, probably not the best idea. Yeah. But it gets a little bit grating. And it's funny because, like, one of the moderators that we have here on the TikTok group, not TikTok, YouTube group, she made a habit of trolling. She came onto my group trolling using acid reflux as her muse. She would.
It was a funny troll, not a mean troll.
Yeah, I know, but still, she trolled, and then she saw me doing the workout wrong. She's like, wait a minute. This guy needs some serious help. and she pretty much put together my workout routine and earned herself the role as an admin.
The first one.
Yes, my wife was not my first admin on here. It was a woman that I met online. Oh boy. Not the best way to handle it.
And Spain still feels like a bit fresh.
I don't have an issue with that. I'm excited to talk about it.
Alright. Take a mail. Drop them in there. Oh, fuck. I didn't show you guys.
I do like the one aspect of this whole like it seems like you almost feel yourself.
Now we're going to put the security camera up, facing down. Same day, though. Yes, same day. The hairs aren't, you see, surprisingly, the hairs aren't as bad if they just simply crawl on you. It's more or less when they flick them or when they go and stick them onto their webbing and you fuck with their webbing that you are going to regret it. I had a tarantula that ran like down one arm, up the other, and got put back in her cage. It was one motion like that. It was like a dance move. I was just like, done. But yeah, I didn't have any urticating hair problems, nothing like that. Now remember, screen lid goes on.
Okay, I have one question for everybody.
What?
About the drones. What do we think is going on?
Well, I'm hoping that it is less sinister than what we're thinking, because I'm thinking that there's just a bunch of nerds out there that are pulling a War of the World scenario where they are trying to get everybody to panic as part of a social experiment that they're conducting. Because the government apparently doesn't have the foggiest as to what's going on. Normally, they'd be able to discern whether it was a foreign country or whether it was one of theirs.
You mean like jump in and like, I think that they know what's going on. They're just trying to get the public to be concerned enough to make a difference, because the problem is that we have legislation right now that is stopping our federal government from shooting down, or even our state governments, if you would. City council, whatever, sheriffs, police officers, whatever. We have legislation in place that is stopping us from shooting anything like that out of the sky. Over U.S. territory, I should say. So I think, personally, I think what's going on is that our military or government agencies are flying drones overhead to get people concerned, so that they will vote on legislation or have their senators vote on legislation that will allow us to do that. And that's scary, because we know that the biggest aspect about war, if you would, right now is drone warfare.
Yep.
And so it sounds like, if I'm right, that our government is doing something like a PSYOP to ready our people, ready our governing bodies, have the ability to defend this country, against such things as drones. And
Well,
so it would be like them basically saying, yeah, so we think that this may end up happening on our own soil, but they don't want the general public to be so concerned that we may be at war here. So they do it in this off-kilter way where it's like, could it be aliens? Sure. Could it be hobbyists? Sure.
Well,
we need to deal with it.
Right now, what gets me is if they are using drones, they're using drones that are far more advanced than what we know is something that we're capable of, because there was a pilot here in Oregon that witnessed a drone change course so fast that it went from going at him to going away from him, just like that, just boom. And it was traveling at thousands of miles an hour.
But the strange thing is, okay, I completely agree with you, but we're dealing with levels of technology here. Because anybody who knows anything about our military understands that their technology is 10 years more advanced than anything that is currently within the public domain.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just generally understood. So, could the military be flying drones that they have been designing? Hell yeah. You know.
In any case, you guys, it has been great having you here. We don't want to get you sucked into some political discussion, and it is. Sorry, I'm
I
gonna
can't believe that. You shut me down.
only temporarily. We are actually closing this off earlier than usual. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. Be sure to subscribe. We are on every night. And some nights we will be having discussions like this that are what?
988.
988? Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I am dancing. Micah does have a point. My brother does have a point. Every time he kicks off these fucking stoner conversations, we get an uptick in followers by like 6 to 8 a night. And I'm just sitting, and he's just like, I'm not saying it's all me, but, and he like picks up his fucking weed pen and he does this. He goes, I'm not saying it's all me, but.
Okay, first of all, I'm not sure you should be showing this, okay, on a live chat. Oh, well, I mean,
It's a water vapor pen.
yep, that's what it is.
Water vapor pen, and it is something that he is using to wean himself off of other substances.
Thank you. I'm sure that cleared it all.
But yeah. In any case, we will be back on tomorrow and every night. Typically speaking, we go and incorporate some form of exercises with this in general. Tomorrow night, it is going to be V-ups. The next night, it is going to be dumbbell curls and around the world. And the night after that, it is going to be decline push-ups. And I would love to help create eye-catching thumbnails. I think we're full up on thumbnails right now that we've been using, but we'll keep you in mind going on to the future. Be sure to
The pictures.
drop a comment so that I can follow you back and at least go and promote your content and make sure that you can kick off and do well on here yourself. Because if we're not helping each other thrive on this app, then we're not getting anywhere. I'll bring it back to the same thing. And I'll end it with this. I follow a guy that goes by the name Badge 502. He's the guy that goes and he covers people sticking shit up their butt. There are some things that people show, and he looks at the camera and goes, no. That's him. That's Badge 502. He got on to YouTube and he got disheartened because he was not acquiring followers at a rate that he was used to on other social media apps. So for some reason, YouTube is more complex when it comes to getting followers than, let's say, Facebook, Instagram, probably True Social, X, what have you. I know for a fact TikTok, you can get followers like that. But YouTube, it is a fight. You guys have a good night, stay safe, and remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.